Now, right now, the Model Y is the best-selling car in the world. So in the last couple of months of last year and the first couple of months of this year, the Model Y has been outselling everything. It may have actually started around September with the Model Y kind of took over in sales, but it actually was the most produced vehicle worldwide in 2023 for the whole year. I didn't realize that it had quite done that. So when you start rounding out the car sales in the world, it's the Model Y, it's either the RAV4 or the Corolla, the Toyota Hilux, and then I think another Toyota, but I'm not sure which one it is. Here's the production figures, though, for last year. So 1.1 million Model Ys versus just under a million RAV4s. Ford F-Series pickup, 933,000. There's a lot of F-Series pickups. You know, this would include everything from an F-150, I guess, probably to a 350, because they make them all the way to a 650. You don't see those. Those are basically tow trucks and things like that.
Like we see 250s and 350s regularly. I mean, that's a good farm truck.
Well, and a 350 is almost exclusively a dually unless it's a van.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Corolla was fourth at 869. Oh, the Honda CR-V was fifth. I didn't expect that.
I've seen that. I think it had a bad rap a year or two ago. I think they had a design issue potentially, but now it's come back around. Plus, it's so much bigger than what it used to be. I mean, it's not a full-size SUV by any means, but it's a lot bigger than it was 10 years ago. So I could see that one starting to make its way up, even supplanting like the Pilot, on a list like that.
Well, when you look at this, it's hard to fathom that these are world numbers. So the Ford F-Series came in third. And I think when you look at the individual sales, they may not count the Fords because it's not necessarily the F-150 that's outselling, let's say, a Corolla. But then there's a Honda CR-V came in fifth. Ram trucks came in sixth. Now, these numbers are production numbers. They're not sales numbers. And right now, Ford and Dodge or Ram trucks, Chevy trucks, Toyota trucks, they're sitting on a very large amount of inventory. In fact, almost all Toyota inventory that's sitting on lots are trucks. And one of the reasons I think, now this is, at least in the United States, Stellantis for the Jeep division has a 6 months of inventory sitting on lots. So they're starting to actually have sales on Jeeps now that you never see.
2 years ago, unheard of. Get a deal on a new vehicle.
Absolutely unheard of for a deal on a Jeep. Yeah. And that's because Stellantis really jacked up the prices when they bought the brand. I saw somebody doing a YouTube production that was talking about the price of trucks in the Phoenix market and how these were all sitting. And a Jeep, what was that Jeep pickup truck?
The Gladiator.
The Gladiator. The cheapest one was $68,000.
Yeah.
And that just seems ridiculous for a pickup. The cheapest four-wheel drive pickup they could find in that market was a Ram 1500 for $58,000 that was complete base model. You think about if you needed a cheap work truck, you would think about getting, let's say, a Ford F-150 or a Ram 1500 that was single cab, right?
It's going to get beat up. I need to haul. I need to tow. I need to do that. Yeah.
You pretty much have to special order that crap. It's just they what people are buying are the extended cab, and the truck portion is probably more for looks than it is for function in a lot of these cases. So in this top 10, we have 3 trucks. We have the Ford F, the Ram trucks, and the Toyota Hilux. And Ford does have the Maverick now, so they don't include the Maverick in here, but it's almost always just been the F-Series trucks.
Well, and like historically for what, 30, 40, however many years, like the F-Series has been one of the top selling, if not the top selling vehicle in the world forever. It's just been so dang popular and been out there.
Right. And then we've got the Toyota Camry, BYD Song, and the Model 3. So out of 10 vehicles, top 10 most produced in the world, we have 3 that are trucks and 3 that are EVs. Yeah, and BYD, which had the number 9 vehicle, produced the most EVs not available in the US. And they produced more EVs last year than Tesla did by a minuscule difference. It was like 1% or 2%, something like that. The RAV4 is built as a hybrid. You can get hybrid Corollas. You can get hybrid. Can you get a hybrid CRV? I'm not sure about Honda.
I know you can get I don't know if you can get a plug-in hybrid one.
Okay. And Camry has been regular hybrid, not plug-in hybrid. But
yeah. They've been, Toyota's offered those for quite a while, the hybrid models on all of their vehicles. So here's my anecdote. We're in Nebraska, which is center of the country. I was in rural Wyoming last week, and you see Teslas. I was shocked.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, along traveling I-80 east across wide open spaces, there was Teslas. You know, you pick up on it in Cheyenne, Wyoming. There's Teslas driving around. Laramie, Wyoming. There's Teslas driving. You know, it's not as prevalent even as it is in Nebraska, but it's just one of those eye-opening to me. Like, boy, that is as far away from, you know, the coasts as you can get, and in places, and they're there. They're starting to make an entrance.
I've gotten range anxiety in gas vehicles in Wyoming because you have a long ways between fuel stations, and you better make sure you topped off early enough. And you see pickup trucks there, they all have that extra fuel tank in the bed. I don't know how many gallons those hold, but if you live an hour and a half away from a fueling station, you sure don't want to have to be spending 3 hours driving just to go get gas all the time. What's different is when you live out there, if you are that far away from a gas station, if you had an electric vehicle, you just have to be near an electric plug. It's really different, because I think I see all these people talking about, well, you can't own them rurally. It's like, well, why can't you? Well, there's nowhere to charge it. Well, you charge it at home.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.